Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning into Carol's Daily Sauce. And I know you guys are like another recording. Some people love them, some people don't. Y'all know that I do my recordings and I do my videos. I'm doing my recording this morning because I've got to go to the doctor today. So I'm sitting at the kitchen table with a mask on, brushed teeth, eating my breakfast. I have coffee and I have a bowl of delicious oatmeal with cranberry and raisins and cinnamon and just goodness. It's so good. Um, I've been having this little runny nose. I feel fine, but I do have kind of a scratchy throat, which you guys probably can hear. So if you notice that forgive me, excuse me, I don't mean to be nasty. I will never blow my nose in front of the camera or in a recording, but just forgive me. As the weather changes with asthma and everything else, so does my, with the weather changes and allergies and asthma, so does my voice. My voice can be jeopardized. I'm doing another reaction video. And this reaction video comes the day after I did a reaction video on this young lady just yesterday. And I know some people because she has a lot of supporters, over 100,000K. I'm one of her supporters. A lot of times when you do reaction videos on people, you do reaction videos on them, or I do reaction videos on them with the hope of helping. Well, actually, this particular YouTuber that I'm talking about, Miss Toni Daley, is a very good YouTuber. I said this on yesterday. She has handled her situation with just flair and grace. I mean, y'all, she allowed her anger to show, she allowed her hurt to show, and she really is helping someone. And in one of the comments, excuse me, someone said that after it's all over and done, Toni should get a movie or a book deal because she is YouTube's MVP of 2019. And I so agree. It's a lot of YouTubers that have went through things, and it's smaller YouTubers as well as big YouTubers who have been through situations and circumstances. But when I say MVP, and I'm sure this young lady that put the comment in the comment section, just basically the resilience to continue to stand. So in her video on this morning, Toni was talking about she was on her way. Now, mind you, these are past tense videos. This video was recorded in October. So October the 28th, 23rd, I apologize, October the 23rd, 2018. And about 3.5 months after her husband left her, after her husband abandoned her, she is still doing her daily vlogs of her life. And this particular day, she is talking about going to get tested. So when I seen that, I went, tested? Tested for what? Which I'm probably sure that you all are wondering, tested for what? Toni took the smart step in going to get tested for STDs because her husband had been unfaithful on one. She took the smart step of going to get tested for sexually transmitted disease because her husband had been faithful. Oh my God. Toni took the smart step in going to get tested for sexually transmitted diseases brought to her by her husband because he had been unfaithful more than once. So obviously, it's not a good feeling. I've been there too with my ex-husband. Let's clarify that real quick, with my ex-husband. And what I liked about this video is that Toni was giving awareness. There was a awareness, a public service announcement. And basically what she said, if you're married, if you have multiple partners, married or single, get yourself checked. Now, Definitely, if you have multiple partners, get yourself checked. Okay? Married or single, get yourself checked. I see the doctor regularly because I have ailments. So I'm always checked for whatever. Now, this video is not about me. But do I think my husband is out and about doing whatever he wants to do? No, I do not. Some of y'all will come for me, but all I got to say to you is this. You don't know me. You don't know my husband. You can have your opinion, but that's all you can have. And that's as far as we're going with that situation, as far as I'm concerned. Multiple partners, first and foremost, need to be using protection, period. Okay? If you make that decision, and I almost said stupid, but if you make that decision to have multiple partners, please use protection. I have a video about this, okay? Already. Please use protection. If that's your cup of tea. Single and periodically having random sex, please use protection. If you haven't been using protection, go and get yourself checked. So basically, Toni went on to say, don't jeopardize others. Husbands, wives, don't jeopardize other people because of your greed. Don't jeopardize other people because of your need to feel solidified. Because my thought, and this is only my thought is that when a man or a woman goes out of their marriage, or when a man or a woman goes out of or steps out of their relationship with their significant other, person they've been dating for a long time, the person that they're married to, the person that they're committed to, there are more underlying problems. There are more underlying issues that are going on. Yeah, the person should have said, hey, we've got this going on, we need to sit down. But nobody knows anybody's situation. There's a great possibility that there was a breakdown in communication. And when you have a breakdown in communication, you're not going to be able to discuss anything. Sometimes when you are married and so angry about certain situations, you can't do anything. When you get home from work, the only thing you could do is take care of your children, as I did, and turn your back when you get into bed after taking a shower. For real. You know, the communication normally breaks down. Now, the issue I have is after being married the first time, noticing the signs the first time, I don't think that, and this is just my opinion, I don't think that a person who is in a relationship with someone, whether it means just long-term dating or dating in general, or even married, I believe that a person who has been dating someone for some time, or whatever the relationship is for some time, will notice the changes in persons. A lot of times as women, we notice those changes because, honey, we have intuition. But our intuition does not always want to step in place. Our intuition does not always want us to face our truth. So instead, we kind of go with the flow. Now, I'm speaking of myself in my first marriage with my children and with my ex-husband. I wanted my marriage to work. Somehow in my mind, I thought that we could get through it. There was infidelity. Did I know whether or not he was using protection? No. Did I get tested? Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. When I was married to my ex-husband, I got tested because I knew that there were times when he had stepped out. And fortunately, and I say fortunately now, because when it was being done, it hurt. My ex-husband was so honest. When he stepped out, he would get a pastor, a minister, to come with him and tell me about his infidelity. I know people are probably going to say, what? Yeah, Yes, that's what he used to do. It was weird. Maybe I'll have to do a story time on that. It was really, really weird. But Toni was just indicating in the video that there are times in her life right now, in going through this, that she can have really, really good days. She has the support of her friends and family, and days are really, really good. Business is good. She's just going on with life. The house is up for sale. There is later on in the week going to be an open house. A lot of stuff going on. And then boom, you've got to go and get tested because somebody wants to go and have some random sex, because that's what I call it. I'll call it random community sex. I don't care what nobody say. Random community sex, because random because you're just doing it with no thought. Community because everybody getting it. I just, like I said yesterday, wish her well, but she's doing so great. So then throughout the video, Toni was making references of, and we have to understand that this lady is still angry. This woman is still hurt. So she made a reference to the fact that having sex with a woman in a third world poverty-stricken company with God knows what, and she said a curse word. People got on here because Toni has a very high following, and people were from third world countries, and they were from countries from all over the world, and they were offended. And they were offended because what they thought was she was basically saying that only third world countries have sexually transmitted diseases. Honey, we know that's not true. Sexually transmitted diseases are rampant everywhere. However, in the state of Brazil, the HIV rate is extremely high. Hence, the reason, they have that little funky parade in Brazil where the people parade around butt naked and all that kind of stuff, having sex in the streets. Okay, maybe she was referencing that. Maybe she was thinking about that. We don't know. But I believe that she has a right to speak out in her anger. She has a right to speak out in her truth. If she feels like that third world country is poverty stricken with sexually transmitted diseases and her anger, and she wants to feel like that, she has every right to feel like that. Okay? But once again, she was smart in going to get checked. And I just want to tell you guys, go get checked. I'm on my way to the doctor. Am I on my way to the doctor to get checked for sexually transmitted diseases? No, ma'am, no, sir. But I'm definitely going to have blood work, and my doctor checks everything. So once again, if you're having multiple partners, community sex, people like all this, people like orgies, people like, they like to have, invite partners in their home, whatever rocks your whole boat, okay? Whatever. I'm not here to judge. I'm not here to point a finger. I'm not here to do any of that. All I'm here is to reiterate that you need to go and get checked. Do I really honestly believe that married people should go and get sexually transmitted diseases? In my opinion, I can't speak for everybody, but I can speak for me. I can't speak for everybody. I mean, your husband, your wife. So you know what it is that you need to do. If your husband or your wife is missing hours of the day, don't want to answer the phone. I mean, come on, you guys. There are signs all over. Everybody that has been into a relationship with someone who is stepping out of their marriage or relationship, you know the signs. If you are with someone and that person is not committed to only you, yes, you do need to go and get checked. I had a video the other day about good mental health. Well, honey, there is also a such thing as good sexual health. And good sexual health is ensuring, number one, that your body is clean, that your organs are working well, your sexual organs are working well, that they are clean and taken care of, and making sure that you don't have any bugs, any crabs, anything biting anything in your blood system or your bloodstream that's not clean, healthy, and happy, yes, if you feel like your significant other is stepping out, or you're not in a committed relationship, or you notice a change, whatever. I mean, I can't speak for everybody. Like I said, I can only speak for me. So get yourself checked. That's all I got to say. I get myself checked for AIDS every year. I get myself checked for AIDS every year because my doctor requires that. But I get myself checked. I go every 4 months to the doctor, and I have a review with my doctor, which is what I'm going to go and do today, because I do have a chronic illness. And with chronic illness, you're unfortunately on quite a bit of medications. And when you're on those medications, I wonder what's wrong with the dog. I'm sorry, y'all. When you're on those medications, a lot of times they have to check your organs and things to make sure that you are healthy. So that's it. Go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to click on the bell to be reminded of all of the videos I upload. You guys continue to support Toni Daley. Toni is awesome. Toni is awesome. She really is. I'll talk to y'all real soon. Bye-bye.